I want to welcome you to this orientation program for new employees. What you'll find very quickly is you're not by yourself. One thing, the foods program has been so much in the news over the last several years that we have had the benefit of new funding. And in fact, by the middle of the year 2001, our center will have about 250 people working here that did not work here 3 years ago. And so you will find a lot of people, both that have a lot of experience, but also people that are new like yourself. And I want to thank our Office of Management Systems for putting together this orientation program for you. Let me tell you, I'm going to cover 4 or 5 things. I'm going to tell you a little where our foods program fits within the FDA. I'm going to tell you about what our mission is, what we do. I'm going to talk to you about some of our initiatives within the center. And I'm going to also begin by just telling you a little bit about me. I am a lawyer. I have worked in FDA my whole career. I started in 1978. I worked in the Chief Counsel's office. I've worked in the Commissioner's office. I've worked in other centers, and I've worked here since February of 1998. It has been a terrific time here in foods because the foods program right now is just so much at the center of the nation's attention on so many important issues. And so it's really an exciting time. And again, we welcome you very much to our center. What is the Food Center and where do we fit in the FDA? Well, we of course like to say that we're the F in the FDA. We're the foods program. FDA is set up along product areas. So there are 5 centers like us. There's a Center for Food Safety, which is us. There's a Center for Drugs. There's a Center for Biologics, which is like vaccines and blood products. There's a Center for Medical Devices. There's a Center for Veterinary Medicine. Those are the 5 product centers of FDA. We also have a large field force within FDA called our Office of Regulatory Affairs. And we have 21 districts around the country that do inspections of food, drug, device establishments. We also have a research facility in Arkansas called the National Center for Toxicological Research. And finally, we have the headquarters of the FDA, the Commissioner's office, which is located in Rockville, Maryland. Jane Haney, of course, is our commissioner. The focus of the Food Center, of course, is on food. We regulate nearly all of the U.S. food supply. You'll be hearing a lot more about that from the other people. But think of us as regulating virtually all of foods except for meat, poultry, and egg products, as well as areas including dietary supplements, what we call medical foods, infant formulas, and finally cosmetics. Cosmetics is not a food, but it is part of the Center for Food Safety and Applied Nutrition, and we have an important cosmetics program here as well. The mission of our center is very simple and straightforward. We care, number one, about the safety of the food products and of cosmetics. We care that these products are wholesome and that are honestly and fairly labeled. And under that general mission, you can fit just about everything we do. What's important, though, is not just what we do, but how we do it. We pride ourselves of being a science-based organization. By mid-year 2001, we'll have over 900 people in the center, several hundred of which have advanced degrees, and over 200 of whom have PhD degrees. And so we take pride in the strong scientific foundation of our people and of our programs, and virtually everything you see within CFSAN will have that strong scientific underpinning to what we try and do. We have tried and set up our center with a number of different offices that you all work in, but I've also assembled around me a senior management team. And let me run down quickly who those people are. You'll see their faces pop up on the screen, but you'll also be hearing from them each individually. So I'm just going to introduce them and you'll be hearing from them separately. First is our Deputy Center Director, Janice Oliver. Next is our